Exactly. I sit there and pause for a minute because I want everybody to realize who I am. August 13th, 2013. There are so many things that I need to tell all of you about. It's coming. For those of you who have never seen the program from the 70s, that means the 1970s, that is called Maude. It has Beatrice Arthur in it. She's the main character. You should watch it. If you're even remotely interested in me, regardless, she acts exactly like me on a daily basis. I am not that loud, but everyone should watch the 1970s program Maude. That is spelled M-A-U-D-E. And Beatrice Arthur is amazing in that. That was one of her first... She's dead now. She was also a Golden Girl. Both programs are my favorite. I love them. I also love, like I had said before, forensic / detective movies, like, or television series such as The Closer, Major Crimes, and Rizzolian Isles. Those are my favorite. I watch that shit like a fucking hawk. Not to mention The Walking Dead. Fabulous. It gets more ignorant as it progresses, though, does it not? I mean, I don't know if they're changing writers or what, but that program is suffering from what it was in the beginning. And The Client List with Jennifer Love Hewitt, love it. If you guys are not watching these, something is fucking wrong. Totally amazing programs for people with a small amount or more of intelligence. Not for those of you that have crawled out from under a fucking rock, but for people that have a slight bit of intelligence, those are the programs. There's also another program that I watch, The Big Bang Theory. Love it. I absolutely love it. They're insanely funny. Yeah. Here's a snippet for you. Snippet. My own mother, nor sister, nor nephew will watch my YouTube videos. My sister will watch them when she comes over. But do you realize that they're not even subscribers of mine? Let's talk about how interesting that is. Can anyone out there say black sheep? It is literally 1 p.m. still on the 13th of August. I have a birthday in 15 days. I have a party in 11 days. Oh my God, the planning alone. Of course, I'm an excellent hostess. Not to mention the fact that, oh jeez, the planning, yes, excruciating. Excruciatingly bothersome. I'm here to tell you guys that all of my true friends, not the fair weather motherfuckers that are out here just like whatever, blah 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 blah. No, my true friends tell me that not only should I have these videos sent to Comedy Central, I need to know from you whether or not that is true, so I can have that moral support, I suppose. But also, they tell me that people that have subscribed to my videos listen to me because I have a very strong opinion and a voice that carries. I have had more compliments on my eyes in videos in which you can see them is too fucking bright in here now for that bullshit. My legs and my voice than I have ever had in my entire life. Not to mention the fact that the other day, my last video talks about how I was accosted by the police in this town about being a prostitute. Let's talk about how, 1 second. The very next day, I walked to the store again because these people do not intimidate me whatsoever. It's a fact, honey. I did, however, walk to the store, and as I was walking home, I was accosted again by 2 different black men. Their skin color not even an issue. I was accosted by 2 of them. One said, "Oh, you're going to hold your wedding ring up so I can see it," and like try to make a fool out of me. Well, I don't have a wedding ring. I've never been married, but I do have a band ring on my finger so that people will think that I'm married, so they'll leave me the fuck alone around here. A block down the street, some dude is like fucking pulls up and like stops and rolls his window down and is like, "Hey girl, are you working?" And I was like, "Excuse me? Are you fucking serious? What?" I'm being confronted by the police in this town about being a prostitute. Honey, I'm tempted to go work for the police as a fucking stand-in prostitute. Because I want these motherfuckers arrested. If you cannot even walk around your own town without being harassed constantly, please. I mean, come on. These boys will sneak up behind you and poke you on the back. That is a good way to get your ass whipped by me. I'll go ahead and tell you, not to mention the fact, and it is really dark in here. Let's see if I can move this around a little bit and make it. See, this webcam sucks. That's the fucking point. I mean, 1 minute it's like bright as hell. I can't even control what the fuck's going on here. But, there we go. Now you can kind of see my face. Yeah. At any rate, Dale, whatever. Fucking sucks. This is a laptop with an built-in webcam. And it fucking sucks. This bad. Like, some of my friends say that you can see me at all times. Others say they can't hear my voice. I mean, I don't know if each individual computer is like, whatever. Not even an issue. The fucking computers suck. At any rate, I'm not technologically inclined anyway. I am however, having my glass of beer. And I love it because it makes me more open. At any rate, my point is, it is fucking appalling to me to know that a woman, yes, you heard me correctly, a woman can have an extremely high sex drive, and she is known as a nymphomaniac, a whore, a slut, whatever. A man can have an extremely high sex drive. That shit is graceful to humanity. It does not matter what country you're in. Women are supposed to be submissive. And I hate to break it to any of you out there, but you need to face the facts that we women, like a fucking bulldozer, are coming through. We are taking over. I loathe the bitch that burned her bra to begin with, simply because I don't want to have to do certain shit. But I'm going to tell you, I will stand up and fight against stupid shit. Like, it is not okay for men to be so acceptable when they're sticking their fucking cock in every goddamn thing that comes and goes. But a woman, honey, y'all are just motherfucking jealous. That is exactly what is going on. There are men out there prostituting themselves these days because they're fucking jealous. They know that's the easiest way to make money. Women have done that for millions of years. Hello, wake up. That is the oldest career that a woman has ever had. It may not be right according to who the fuck ever has these religions that say that it's not right, but sex is a part of life. That does not mean you should go out here and sell yourself. But honey, if a man is willing to fucking take care of you and buy things for you and do this, that, and the other because you give him a piece of ass, I'm all for that shit. The only place in the United States of America that prostitution is even remotely legal is in Las Vegas, Nevada. Honey, that just goes to show you how this country tries to hold people down, especially women. The disrespect that I suffered at the fire pit the other day in my video previously, the one directly before this, by the firemen, the disrespect that I suffered means they pretty much said, honey, you're a girl. It is not okay for you to even have a fucking opinion. That is the redneck, ass backwards kind of situation, a town that I live in. That is not okay. Honey, if it were not for us women, when World War II, for instance, our boys were out there fighting our husbands. Well, not my husband, but women's husbands. We're out there fighting. We were here doing all the fucking work. Because we have more stamina and perseverance than a man will ever have. That is not a bad thing. People need to flip the script and see that that is not a bad thing. It is not okay for your boyfriend to put his hands on you. It is not okay for your husband to treat you like you're a fucking piece of trash. If it were not for you, they would have nothing. That men cannot take care of themselves, and that is okay. Like most men, okay. Of course, there's those of you out there who can do whatever. I mean, Jesus Christ. This is not a debate. The point is, men are mama's boys. It does not matter what they're doing in their job. They're always fucking attached to the apron. They're always attached to the nipple. They won't. That's the first place a man will go is to your nipple or to your vagina, because those are the two places that they can associate with. No. Fuck men treating us like shit. That is not. I'm not a feminist by any reason, any way, no way, shape, or form. I'm not going to pull that role. But I'm saying that if you want to get fucking technical and serious about shit, men are fucking wimps compared to us. You can go back to the Bible and realize that, considering the fact that, pardon me, I need to have another sip of beer. Eve. Yes, Sister Eve, who we all originate from, apparently, if you're a Christian, or Catholic, or whatever, fucking Catholicism. It all comes from Catholicism. That is where Christianity came from. Not Judaism. We're not even going to get into that. Catholicism. Eve convinced Adam to bite out of a fucking apple that she knew was bad. From the fucking beginning of religion, well, Christian religion, not all other religions, because Christian religion is the most flawed and the most deceptive From the beginning of religion, Eve convinced Adam to bite from an apple that she knew was bad. I will actually add a picture in here of why they thought an apple was bad. And I will tell you why on here as well. Directly now. An apple, if you cut it directly in half, and I'm not talking about from top to bottom, I'm talking about from side to side. It holds a 5-pointed star. And that's why they thought that that is what Eve convinced Adam to deter himself and show his ass against God with, because it has a 5-pointed star within inside of it, which, if any of you know anything about metaphysics, is a witch's star. That is why it is called the fruit of evil, knowledge, the fruit of truth, all of those. Because that is what the reality is. No biblical text has anything in it except symbolism. And had you ever, or would you ever study past the Christian way of living, you would realize that there is so much more meaning to the universe. Why would you continue to be a fucking cattle, a sheep, a pig, a cow? Are you going to let somebody butcher you for no fucking reason? That is what this universe, not the universe itself, no offense to the universe, that is what is going on in the world today. You're cattle. And it's that simple. Only my most brilliant of friends even realizes that. Jesus turned water into wine. Why would he do that? I don't even believe in Jesus, honestly, because I know he didn't exist. But there is a point in the stories. That is what you need to look more deeply. Ask, you shall receive. Knock, the door will be opened unto you. Seek, and ye shall find. Proverbs. If there is no other book of the Bible that you ever read Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. And those, every fucking problem that you could ever possibly have is solved through those two books. King Solomon was a fucking genius. Even, 2,000 years ago? He was a genius. He was before his time. Honey, Jesus is not who you think Jesus is. I would love to elaborate on that, but we're going to go into a history lesson. There was also someone that was called the Son of God, named Pythagoras. He came up with the Pythagorean theorem. Who the fuck are these people to just say this is the Son of God? The son or daughters of God is all of us. We are all. God tells you that. I do not believe in the New Testament whatsoever. I believe in some of its lessons, but I do not believe in the New Testament whatsoever. Because it's made up. It's not even written by the same fucking people. The Old Testament was written by Jews. So all of those of you out there who claim to be Christian should realize the fact that your Bible was written by people that you're fucking persecuting on a goddamn daily basis. Not to mention the fact the New Testament was not even written by the same people. It was written by Greeks and Romans who believed in gods and goddesses. Which I do, because that is exactly the fucking case. If you look in the chapter of Isaiah or Proverbs, It tells you that God, the Christian God, Jehovah, has a consort. That means he has a girlfriend. For those of you who are too fucking stupid to realize that. He has a partner. God did not make us in his own image. How did he do that? That does not say men are in control. It says that God made us in his own image. He is perfectly divine. He created males and females in his own image. He created something perfect, took something else from it, and created something more perfect. That does not say women are lesser than. That says, ultimately to me, and anybody who has any fucking sense, that women are better than men. Because when you make a fucking mistake, you improve on that mistake. I'm not saying that Adam is a mistake, and I'm certainly not saying that men are a mistake, because I love men. They are fucking great. But they are not, even science will tell you, that women develop a lot more quickly than men. And that is not a bad thing. Anyone who sees that as a bad thing is the one in the wrong. God made us appropriately. We support our men. Any girl that's halfway decent will support her man and make him shine. And that is what is important. I have made my men shine to the point that I sacrifice sometimes who I am. And I have learned that you do not do that. We are strong and important. And I will be damned for the rest of my life if some fucking man that I have no respect for is going to disrespect me. Calling me a prostitute on the streets is completely offensive. Do you realize that people, even though I do not believe in the New Testament, people, if you read your Bible, used to grab on to Jesus' robe and say, we just want to touch your robe because it heals all wounds, blah, 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 blah. And what did he turn around and say? I don't heal your wounds. You heal your wounds. I'm an instigator. Like, you're looking up to me for no fucking reason. When Jesus says the only way to my Father is through me, he does not mean you should worship him. That is what Jesus stands against. He does not want you worshiping a human being. What he wants you worshiping is God and the goddess, which is apparent. The Bible will tell you that. Look it up, Isaiah. Read the whole fucking chapter. Read Proverbs. The very first few lines of Proverbs tells you, I was here with him since day one. I watched him create the angels. I watched him create the world. And I watched him create humans. Who do you think is talking? God's consort. So all these religions that have Zeus and Hera and Jupiter and Juno, are you serious? You think that shit is fake? All these archangels that we know, Gabriel, Michael, all of them, they're not just made up. They're turned into gods by other religions because that's how people understood them. There is absolutely another way that you can tell if someone is a true Christian or if they are not. And trust me, I despise that religion. Not the religion itself, but the people of it. Because they're fucking incompetent. If you look through the Bible, it will tell you that Adam had a wife before Eve that was completely disobedient. Her name is Lilith. She was turned into the very first, or second, I suppose, demon by God. Satan, of course, or Lucifer, being the first. They were cast out. Lilith refused to listen to anything that Adam had to say. She did her own thing. She did it in her own time. She did not fucking care. She did whatever the hell she wanted to do. And that's where she ended up. She is equally as important as Lucifer due to the fact that he doesn't even have power over her. She does her own thing. Eve was brought along to participate alongside of Adam, and that's why we as women have an extra rib. This is what I'm saying. You guys need to go back. This evolutionary theory and all that crap, please. These people did not make this shit up. We're talking about coming from cavemen, and some people think we came from fish that crawled up on the shorebed, which I'm sure God over time could have evolved something like that, or did evolve something like that. And the fish turns into a monkey, and then the monkey turns into a human being. Whatever. Whether we were spurred from scientific evolution, or whether God just said, bam, I want these people here, does not even fucking matter. The point is, we are here now. You can get mad at that shit all you want, but look back. Are you the fucking fish that came out of the ocean and turned into the monkey? No, you're not. You fucking evolved into what you are now. We are still evolving. That's where people are looking at things in the wrong direction. We are still evolving. Humanity still evolves. Excuse me, that's my egg.